All right, everyone, welcome to this late night lesson. We're going to do a quick idea on the blues to shock the system. What in the world do I mean by that? All right, so I put a Google Drive link inside the chat, and that's for our members.
Welcome to this late night lesson.
And also, so there's a link there, also in the description, and it's in the Memphis folder, so everybody needs to know that. I realize this track might be a little bit loud. Let's see if I can turn this down a little bit. All right, so let's talk about why this is a shock to the system. It's the changes. We have this nice little E flat minor to A flat 7. And let's just play the etude and then we'll talk about it. Very simple thing is we're starting on the flat 7 of this blues. Just a reminder, you don't always have to start minor third to major third or blues scale. You can use the flat 7. This is what we're going to do here. We're going to use finger 2. Here it goes, and then it goes to the third of F. So we have... right there, and now we have... right here. Let's do it one more time, then we'll talk about it. Right here. Yeah, so if you notice that the whole etude is just about 3 different parts, let me go ahead and stop this for just a second. Let's talk through those little parts. The first thing I want you to know is you have this starting on the flat 7, and you can actually map it out when you actually change. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2, and the and of 2 gets that flat 7, and 4, and then you're going to put your thumb on the flat 7. And then I would put, instead of 5 there, I would go 4, 3. So we have... And what's nice about that is the half-step approach to the G minor. And the tritone, or using the tritone of C up there. It's a nice kind of a shock to the system. Then it does this, the third of F. And again, the syncopation. It goes and 2 and 3 and 4 and... a little syncopated feel. And then we have that again. Put your thumb on the flat 7. And what's nice about that, another thing that's nice, imagine your C blues scale, but imagine going to that tritone, and right here, it's your A7, but with the flat 9, so that actually works really nicely. And then it does this awesome thing you use on the 9th of D, but then you go up a half step, E flat minor to A flat 7, and then we do thumb on B flat again, right? Normally you would want to think maybe I use 5 there, and you can, but I think 4 might ultimately be a better thing to do. F sharp 4 and then 3 on F. So okay, so the next thing I want to remind you guys is I would practice, or let's talk about why you do this E flat, A flat. It's a very common thing no matter what song you're in. Instead of just doing 2, 5, you can go up a half step and then down. So 2, 5, up a half step, 2, 5, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We're going like a 1 chord to the 6 chord, and then actually the lick is... And then notice that I did the flat 9 there. So we've talked about that recently, of using the flat 9 of G, and you just think of a diminished and it gets you that. So this is a great thing to practice. 2, 1, 2, 3, and then here you are. Isn't that a nice little change to go up a half step on the 2, 5 and then go to the 2, 5? All right, let me check the chat. All right, what's up, Stan? How are you doing? Okay, the next thing we're going to do, Vicky, good to see you. So we're going to go up a half step. Again. Up a half step. So it's pretty much just 3 different ideas, and we put it all together. Okay. Let's actually practice this again. So the first thing, you just go in the flat 7, third of F, 2/5 of F, right here. Again, here we go. See, I tried to go pinky there, and I needed 4 to 3. Otherwise, it'll just slip off there. Okay, let me stop this for just a second, and let's talk about the way I would practice this. One is getting this idea of, I like that because it's blues scale notes, but that's kind of a shock to the system going up there. But also, this is really such a nice thing. So you practice E flat Dorian to A flat 7. And then D minor, right? That's a nice thing there. So what a great thing. You can even practice arpeggiating it. And I made the backing track to reflect those chords changing. Okay? Let's play it again, and then we'll talk about it one more time. Here we go. Right here. One more time, it's too fun. Let's do it one more time, we might as well. And 2, and 3, and 4. And 2. What's nice is I can do anything I want to until I get to that E flat minor, and then I just might as well play that lick, right? Now we're on the F sharp diminished. Now watch. Isn't that cool? All right, let me go ahead and stop this. All right, so just to recap, all you're doing, the new blues of the night, is just to use the idea of you have the E flat going up a half step and go back to. All right, good to see you, Stan, and good to see you, Vicky, and thank you so much for hanging out. That was a lot of fun. Go practice. See you in the next one. Oh, Vicky. $10. Vicky, thank you so much for your donation. I didn't even see that. It blended right in. I also have to upload the No Name Blues that I did that I'm going to give to the next person who joins our YouTube channel. So remind me on that. Thank you, Vicky. That's very nice. Haha, thank you, Vicky. That's very nice. Happy birthday to me. That's tomorrow, right? So practice that idea, Vicky, up a half step right here. All right, Vicky. Thank you so much. We'll do another stream in the morning, and thank you so much for the nice gift. That's so nice. I'll see you bright and early in the morning, though.